Hello students, this is Reena Karalkar. I am representing BrightGen Education. Today we will going to learn about OCM, that is Organization of Commerce and Management. It is an important subject. In this subject, total we have 8 chapters. So in this we will going to focus on modern management. Now this modern management concept has been given by Henry Fayol. Basically Henry Fayol जो है उसे हम बोलते हैं father of modern management. यहाँ पर हम उन्हें फादर ऑफ मॉडर्न मैनेजमेंट इसीलिए बोल रहे हैं बिकॉज दे हैव कॉन्ट्रीब्यूटेड टूवर्ड्स इन दिस 14 प्रिंसिपल्स. नाउ हियर हम स्टेप बाय स्टेप एक एक प्रिंसिपल के ऊपर फोकस करेंगे. नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई विल गोइंग टू क्लियर यू अबाउट दैट दिस क्वेश्चन विल गोइंग टू कम फॉर आइदर 4 मार्क्स और 5 मार्क्स. नाउ इफ यू आर राइटिंग फॉर 4 to 5 मार्क्स के लिए, so you only have to write down 4 to 5 points and the specific questions will be there कि आपको write any 4 features या any 4 principles of management. So that time you have to only focus on any 4 principle. Let's start with the first point, that is principles of division of work. Now here division of work is encompasses that all the work should not be given to one employee. What do you mean by this? हम किसी एक ही एम्प्लॉय के ऊपर पूरा काम का बोझ नहीं डाल सकते हैं. We have to divide the work among the employees as we have 2 to 3 employees in a particular firm. तो यहाँ पे हमें ध्यान देना पड़ेगा कि सिर्फ एक ही एम्प्लॉय के ऊपर सारा रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज या सारा काम हमें नहीं देना है. हमें यहाँ पर काम को डिवाइड करना है among the employees so that जो एम्प्लॉय काम कर रहा है उसका फोकस उसके वो पर्टिकुलर काम पे रहेगा. नाउ लेट मी गिव यू वन एग्जाम्पल. इफ अ स्टूडेंट और अ ग्रुप ऑफ अ स्टूडेंट इज डूइंग अ प्रोजेक्ट वर्क. नाउ हियर इट इज अ ग्रुप प्रोजेक्ट. यहाँ पे आपको प्रोजेक्ट को डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा. वो इस तरीके से होगा जैसे कि पहले किसी स्टूडेंट ने इंट्रोडक्शन का पार्ट लिया है. ही विल गोइंग टू राइट अबाउट इंट्रोडक्शन. The other student will going to write about aims and objectives. The other will going to focus on the main content of the project and the other will be going to focus on the conclusion part. Now here if you are giving all the responsibilities to only one student, maybe he will get distracted, maybe he will get fatigued, maybe he will be in stress. So accordingly we have to divide the work among the employees also. Those who are good in a particular thing, we have to give them that particular work. Say for example, if an employee has done MBA in marketing, so to that person we have to give marketing work. If we are giving them marketing, financing, accounting work, he might get confused and he might be not able to give his 100%. So here in this way we have to divide the work among the employees in the organization. Let's concentrate on second point, that is principles of discipline. Now discipline and student, they are interrelated and student have to behave in a disciplined manner. ये आपको ज़्यादा ही अच्छे से पता रहेगा. Now in management what discipline does? Discipline in management is nothing but you have to do all the activities in a disciplined manner. अगर आप discipline में रहकर काम करोगे, it will give surety कि आप आपका काम right time पे right तरीके से कर सकते हो. But if you are not in a disciplined manner, if you are not doing any work in a disciplined manner, तो यहाँ पर chances हो सकता है कि आप आपका काम time पर complete नहीं कर पाओगे या फिर आप आपके काम में कुछ ना कुछ गलतियाँ कर सकते हो. Now let's focus on the third principle, that is principle of unity of direction. Now what do you mean by direction? Direction is nothing but showing the path of action. Now here manager जो है वो एक important role play कर रहा है कि वो कैसे अपने employees को directions provide करेगा, way of action बताएगा कि employee को exactly क्या काम कब और कैसे करना है. Now let's focus on unity of command. Command is nothing but giving order. Now obviously order will come from top level management. I mean it goes through hierarchy. Now manager will give command to their employees to do a particular work, how to do that particular work. Now here all the employees in an organization has to follow the command given by the manager. अगर आपने मैनेजर के कमांड को फॉलो किया है, it will give you 100% श्योरिटी दैट आपका जो काम है वो बहुत अच्छे तरीके से और बहुत ही efficiently complete होगा. Now let's focus on the fifth principle, that is principle of authority and responsibility. Now students, here someone is having misconception about authority and responsibility. बहुत सारे लोगों को लगता है that we are in an authoritative power position, हमारे ऊपर कोई responsibility नहीं है. But always remember, authority comes with responsibility. These both goes hand in hand. यहाँ पर आपको देखना पड़ेगा कि अगर आपके ऊपर किसी काम की अथॉरिटी दी गई है तो यू विल बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर डूइंग दैट वर्क. यहाँ पर आपको ये ध्यान में रखना पड़ेगा कि इफ यू आर हैविंग एनी अथॉरिटी अबाउट अ पर्टिकुलर वर्क, यू विल बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दैट वर्क. अगर आपको कोई काम का अथॉरिटी दिया है 14-15 डेज में यू हैव टू कंप्लीट दैट टास्क, तो यू विल बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल. ये आपकी ही जवाबदारी होगी कि आपको वो काम 10 से 15 दिन में खत्म करना पड़ेगा. द नेक्स्ट इज प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ रेम्यूनरेशन. Remuneration is nothing but something in consideration or something in return. Here, the organization will decide the salary or the wages of the employees as per their educational qualification, as per their experience. Now here, the remuneration will be deciding as per the designated which employee is holding. अगर आपका employee या फिर if a person is at manager level, तो obviously उसका salary will be more as compared to other employees, and the employees who are working at supervisory level or at operational level, तो उनका salary will be little bit low as per their experience and knowledge. Okay student, in this question we have total 14 principles, but as I have told you that this question will not going to come for long answer question. ये जो question है ये either आपको 4 मार्क या 5 मार्क के लिए आने वाला है. So for 4 to 5 marks, all these 6 points are enough, and these 6 points are actually easy to understand and you will find it very easy to write the explanation